good looking guy. Oh shit, man, I'm getting all the horny looking crowd. Look at you. Oh yeah. Look, I'm getting hot. Yeah. Like this. They get me excited. But seriously, let's talk about something serious. Vaginas, let's talk about it. My man, George Lucas, he made up a word for vagina. Actually, it's a couple words, but that's a Jedi mind trick. That's a Jedi mind trick. That's what a vagina is. Because you gotta think about people. When we're kids, when we're boys, we go ahead and we see all these girls run around in school, shit. It's like, fuck girls, that's a girl. Don't want to do that, that's a girl. That's a girl. Girls are ooey gooey and gross. And then we hit puberty. This thing starts fucking coming to life. And then all of a sudden, we don't know what the shit the hell's going on there. And then you find out through many magazines and friends and family members, uncles, shit like that, that girls are not so ooey gooey gross, but apparently ooey gooey great. But you know, it's weird. I don't know how many guys here still remember finger banging their first honey. Okay, anyway, so I do. And I remember, it's fucking weird because if you're walking home from your first finger banging, now if you're driving home from your first finger banging, you know, if you get picked up by your mother from your first finger banging, no, it was a good movie, I liked it. But you know, relationships are weird because no guy, as we get older, relationships get a little better. And you start to understand that, wait a second, if I'm with a girl, she's with me, and I can still do my shit while I hang out with them, and I play my sports, and I have a good time. But when I get home, if I use my phone, I get vagina. Or if this relationship gets a little more serious, and you move in together, every day you get home from work, you get vagina! I like this crowd, you horny motherfucker. So anyway, come on, you're making me bad for you. What's up, big man? But I'll tell you right now, relationships, they get interesting because if you're single and you're at a bar, okay, now it's funny because now if a guy walks into a bar and he's guy's having a good time with his buddies and he's at the bar, and a guy walks up to the bar and he sees a hot chick and he stands up next to her. He's checking her out, he's doing what guys do, checking her out, and he says to her, holy fuck, I've got a raging boner right now, I can sure use a butt. Now he's either going to get pepper sprayed, kicked out, or arrested. But if a girl walks into a bar and she says, oh my god, a martini would make me so wet, it turns into a fucking stock exchange. Buy two, buy two, buy two, buy three, buy three. Everyone's freaking out, they're having a good time. But I'm older now. No, I can't say I'm wiser now. That'd be a lie. That'd be a fucking lie. I make more selective decisions. But as you get older in a serious relationship, things start to get more interesting. Families start to become children. You're, moving on. Life is moving on. But now I'm married. I've got kids. And I get all the vagina my wife wants to give me. It's a good time. But it's funny because having kids, it's an odd situation. Because now, my wife, it's like my wife has become a meerkat. And it's hard to fuck a meerkat. I don't know if you tried. But you're sitting there and you're doing your thing, and it's late at night, you know the kids are sleeping, and your wife's like, oh, fucking whole son. I think I heard something. Now, unless someone is breaking into my house and with a fucking knife, I want to keep doing this. I don't want to stop. That's crazy. So, all of a sudden it's like, no, it's nothing. Keep going. How do you keep going? Now you fucking go through every single porno you've ever watched, every magazine you've ever watched. It's like, oh, yep. And then you just try to keep things going on that track that you were going. And as you get older, you realize life is no longer about racing sex or marathon sex. It's sprinting sex. Because time is you just don't have time anymore. You don't have time to do what you used to do at 19, 20. You have, the kids are watching a movie. Alpha 1, this is Bravo 2, 3 o'clock, let's go. Bedroom, go. I am now a Marine, a Navy SEAL. I get things done. My light came on, but I want to finish with one thing. It's amazing, the difference between men and women. You're having sex. One of your kids walks into the bedroom while you are having sex. You stop. The difference between men and women. A woman says, oh, fuck, a bear walked into the room. If we don't move, it won't see us. And if a guy sees a kid walk into the room, he says, we should just move slow. Oh, I'm Charlie Beck from Dundas. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Charlie Beck from Dundas, everyone. There you go. Very nice. You guys should have just told me at the beginning that that's what you wanted to see. You should have just been honest. We need to see someone with no pants. That's what we want. You know what I want to know? I want to know if his wife and kids know if he dresses like that in public. That's what I want to know.
His wife is here.
Yeah, he puts on a disguise so he can get out in the middle of the night. That's okay. All right, you guys, we have 2 more comedians.